present to you for graduation on behalf of the entire recruit training staff, class of June 27, 2011.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Please carry on.
Thank you, sir.
Presentation of color. Please stand for the presentation of colors of Columbus Honor Guard.
Page. Honor Guard, present. Post colors.
Present arms.
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge to allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor Guard, order, arms.
Group class, order, arms.
Guests, please be seated.
Group firefighters, take seats.
Welcome to the graduation of Recruit Class 06-2711. My name is Captain James Lewis. We would also like to recognize any active military or veterans of the military. Please stand. Thank you for your service. We also would like to recognize Fire Division retirees, any active members, along with other fire service members attending today's event. Please stand. Mr. Mayor, Mayor Michael B. Coleman.
Good afternoon, everyone. You know, one of the most thrilling moments I have every year when we come to these graduations is when these young men and women march through those doors in unison, under great discipline. It is a thrilling moment in the city of Columbus to see them march up here today. And I'm so proud of them, so very proud of them. I know that after these past many weeks of your hard work, you get your certificate to become a member of the best division of fire in the entire nation. You will always remember one thing. and that is the voice of your lieutenant yelling at you in your dreams. Where is he? Where'd he go? Back here, I hear him. A couple of special notes. For this class. This is among the largest classes ever in the history of the city of Columbus. You're a part of it. This is also the last class for Chief Ned Pettis. 35 years of service, of honorable service to our citizens. This is your chief. This is his last class. And ladies and gentlemen, we need to stand and applaud Ned Pettis for his years of service. I want to congratulate you, and I want to congratulate the members of your family who are here today to support these people through these most difficult time in their life to become part of the best division of fire in the entire country. And I really mean that. We're not second best. We're not third best. We're not almost. We're the model division of fire. The other divisions all over the country look to for leadership in many ways. This is the real deal. So if you become a member of this division of fire, you can do anything in life. And you are prepared. You are prepared to serve. You are prepared to take on the next level of responsibility. That level of saving lives, saving property, and sometimes at the risk of your own safety and your own life. And I thank you in advance for all of that. I'm proud of each and every one of you, but I'm more proud of your families that are here supporting you. Because for every time you did a stomach crunch, for every mile that you ran, for every test you took, for every challenge you overcame over these past many weeks, your family was right there behind you and beside you and cheering for you every step of the way. So thank you very much, families. We love you, and we think these new firefighters are great. 61 of them, among the largest class we've ever had in the city of Columbus. God bless you.
Council President Andrew Ginther.
Good afternoon. I want to thank Chief Ned Pettis, Mayor Coleman, Director Brown, and Safety Chair Mills for inviting me to be here today. I am thrilled to have our colleague, Councilmember Zach Klein, with us as well. As the President of City Council, I have the distinct pleasure of working with many of our great leaders in this community, some of our strongest and most consistent and most strategic thinkers we find within our internationally accredited Division of Fire. Beginning my second term on council and having been the safety chair myself in the past, I've had the chance to see firsthand the difference our firefighters make and how the training you've received in this building, out in our firehouses, and on the streets save lives. Not a day goes by that I'm not somehow impressed by the men and women who make up the Columbus Division of Fire. This is not just a testament to your professionalism and commitment to service, but to the quality of your character. Men and women who are graduating from this academy today are joining an elite group, as the mayor shared, an internationally accredited firefighter division, who is, as far as I'm concerned, the best emergency service providers and first responders anywhere in the world. That said, the one thing that continues to impress me the most is the collective will and effort and commitment to one another, the spirit of family that runs through the Division of Fire. Today, as we celebrate the graduation of these fire recruits, we also welcome 61 brothers and sisters to the fire family. And as the mayor mentioned, this is one of the largest classes in the city's history, and we would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge the collective effort of this community and their investment in our future back in 2009. As many of you all know, throughout cities across this country, first responders, firefighters, and police officers are being laid off by cities. During the last calendar year, we've added 200 police officers and firefighters because the people of Columbus chose the future. It's the great leadership of a collective bargaining unit you'll be joining, the IAF Local 67, that stood with us in that effort to make sure that everyone understood the future that we could build together. I want to recognize President Jack Reel for the great leadership and work and the sacrifice that unit has made. It's the same reason that the mayor and city council and so many folks in this room worked together to turn back Senate Bill 5 in November. It's a piece of legislation that put in jeopardy the staffing, the training, the education, and most importantly, the tools that many of our firefighters use to protect us every day. And at the end of the day, if you're willing to run into a burning home to save me and my family, I ought to do everything in my power to make sure you go back to yours. It is something that this city will continue to remain committed to in the future, making sure that this great group of firefighters have everything they need to do their job safely and to return home at the end of their shifts. We're proud of you. You should feel honored to be joining an elite group of public servants who oftentimes respond to calls to folks they will have never known before, might not necessarily speak English as their first language, and are from all over the world. But you all have chosen to serve the public and answer this special call, and we are grateful for your service. Thank you very much.
Safety Chair, Councilperson Michelle Mills.
Good afternoon, everyone. You can talk back, it's okay. Good afternoon. This is such a great day, as these moments are always very special to me. But I actually had an opportunity with this class to speak to them before today. And as I share with them, it's important for me to interface with them before and for them to understand the role that as your safety chair I play in your future and how your work gets done, and how important it is to have great training to rely on when you're out there doing the work of our great city. And I share with them how we work with the administration to ensure that they have the appropriate equipment and all of the supports that they need. But there's three important things that they'll rely on when they go out to do the work of supporting our community. First will be their higher power, whoever he is to them. and relying on that great grace in terms of their own destiny. Secondly will be the support and the thoughts of their family behind them. And third will be the training that they have had and endured for these past weeks, that they'll need to rely on it, knowing how to operate that great fine equipment that we invest in, that they know how to drive those trucks in a way that's safe for our entire community. All of that is what they'll rely on when they get out and become a part of our great division. And so we had a great conversation about what the community believes that they can do for them, the myths of their work, what they do all day. We even had a few chuckles about that. But I am proud to say to you that they understood very clearly that these past weeks is ready and preparing them to be the firemen and women that they will be representing the city of Columbus. And so I am proud to not only have had an opportunity to speak with them before today, but to be here today with them and each and every one of you who have been there with them side by side, making that extra pot of coffee so they could study just a little bit longer, serving them salads so they can continue the physical agility that they need instead of the fried foods. So I say again, thank you to each and every one of you for all of that, and thank you to the men and women who have trained them to be the best that they can be, and to know that they have the support of their great mayor, the great city council, to making sure that they support our public. Thank you, and again, I say to you all, congratulations, and it's good to see you again.
Director Mitchell J. Brown.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have the privilege to stand before you today to welcome 61 new firefighters to the internationally accredited Columbus Division of Fire. I am proud of you for completing an intense 32 weeks of training and honored that you've committed your life to public service. As you take the oath today, remember the values that were embedded throughout your training: preservation of life and property, safety, personal integrity, professionalism, and respect for others. These values are the essence of the Division of Fire and will reflect on your personal and professional relationships. As I stand here today, I can't help but think that this class is unique. You are the final graduating class under Fire Chief Ned Pettis, Jr. As many of you are aware, Chief Pettis will be retiring on March 23rd. He has been a member of the division for more than 35 years and served as chief for the past decade. I hope that each of you emulate Chief's commitment to the fire service, demonstrate his drive to achieve higher education, express his desire to work through the ranks and contribute to the success of the Columbus Division of Fire. Chief Pettis, it's been a pleasure to work with you. Thank you. As a new chief steps forward, let me remind you that it is their responsibility to make policy decisions and oversee the development and plans for the success of this division. It is up to you to implement these plans and carry them through to completion. Keep in mind that your role as a supporter becomes essential in helping the new chief and other members of the Division of Fire reach the common goal. I encourage each of you to show your ability to work side by side with leadership for the good of the organization. Don't blame your boss for unpopular decisions. Support them. Demonstrate your ability to be an effective team player. Be engaged and actively participate to help make things happen to achieve success. Demonstrate the ability to communicate. Be able to express your thoughts and ideas clearly, directly, and with respect to others. Always remember, listen first, speak second. It will go a long way in producing a meaningful communication. Be self-reliant. Seek solutions to problems and share your ideas with your superiors instead of relying on them only to fix it. Look ahead to what needs to be done instead of waiting to be told what to do. Yet always accept responsibility for your actions, good or bad. Most importantly, be dependable. Your subordinates and co-workers will trust in your abilities and in return look to you for constructive engagement. And finally, put in an honest day's work. This goes a long way in showing your commitment to make the division one of the best. If you exemplify these essential characteristics, there is no doubt that you will transform into a successful member of the Columbus Division of Fire. But I also want to challenge the leadership of the Division of Fire to promote an environment whereby our firefighters can recognize their abilities and enhance their skills. I encourage you to listen to their ideas, recognize their hard work, share your knowledge, and work together to achieve goals. If you mentor these fine individuals now, it will ensure that the division has a sufficient pool of leaders in the future. These new firefighters are the future of the Columbus Division of Fire. As you begin your career as firefighters, know that you chose a noble profession that will allow you to help the people of this great city in their time of need. Know that you're working for an internationally accredited fire suppression and emergency medical service agency. And know that accreditation does not come without hard work and desire to be the best. In closing, I want to say thank you to your family and friends for providing the love and support needed to get to this day and into the future. I congratulate each of you on your decision to become a Columbus firefighter, and thank you again for your commitment to the citizens of the city of Columbus. I leave you with this quote: the highest point of achievement yesterday is the starting point of today. Congratulations to each of you. Lieutenant, will you call the class to attention?
Yes, sir. Recruit firefighters! Attention!
Would you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I state your full name.
I, Nathaniel Edward Owen. I, Richard A. Aerosmith Jr. I, Fred Nicholas Taylor. I, Christopher J. Mann. I, Joshua Allen Bishop. I, Joshua Scott Green.
I, Joshua James Brown.
I, Justin Ronald Butcher. I, Christopher Patrick Bush. I, Robert Joseph Carter.
I, Jacob Pace Castle.
I, Gary Childers Jr. I, John Robert Conway.
I, William J. Cooperrider.
I, Montano A. Cute. I, Adam L. Deskins.
I, Edgar F. Edwards.
I, Jacob Charles Barrett.
I, Mindy Marie Feldheim.
I, Daniel Jacob Gilbreth. I, Jonathan James Frederick. I, Timothy A. Gall. I, Wesley Lamont Hicks. I, Scott Robert Highfield. I, Brent A. Lyle.
I, Morris F. Hill.
I, Joshua Garcia Jordan.
I, Darrell Wesley Jordan II.
I, James Michael Park.
I, Thomas James Kelly.
I, Kevin Robert Lang. I, Justin Reese Lamb. I, Zach Thomas McGee. I, Joshua Thomas McGee.
I, Jennifer Lynn Miller.
I, Brian Maurice Mitchell. I, Frederick Mark Monk III. I, Michael James Neely. I, David James Rogers. I, Michael Paul Rosenberg. I, Luke Anthony Brewer. I, Zachary N. Shaw. I, Gary Christopher Shakespeare. I, James Floyd Chandler. I, Roman Schneider. I, Aaron Douglas Sims. I, Jonathan Mark Singleton. I, Alan R. Smith. I, Matthew James Snyder. I, Brandon Patrick Zuller. I, Joseph Wesley Spear. I, Troy Michael Smoke. I, Joshua Allen Storer. I, Benjamin Holmes Strong. I, Glenn Lois Sykes. I, Robert Matthew Six. I, Aaron Marie Bunny. I, Benjamin Matthew Weaver. I, John Richard Weismark. I, Matthew R. Derry. I, Ryan Patrick Newton.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America,
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
and the laws and ordinances of
and laws and ordinances of
the City of Columbus,
the City of Columbus,
and the rules and regulations of
and the rules and regulations of
the Department of Public Safety,
the Department of Public Safety,
and that I will well and faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the Office of Firefighter,
of the Office of Firefighter,
Division of Fire,
Division of Fire,
Department of Public Safety,
Department of Public Safety,
City of Columbus,
City of Columbus,
Columbus, Ohio,
Columbus, Ohio,
to which I have been appointed
to which I have been appointed
according to law
according to law
and to the best of my ability.
and to the best of my ability.
Mayor Coleman and members of the community, new firefighters in the Columbus Division of Fire.
Now, Chief Ned Pettis, Jr.
Thank you, Captain Lewis. Mayor Coleman, Council President Ginther, Council Safety Chair Mills, Council Member Zachary Klein, Director Brown, City Attorney Rick Pfeiffer, City Auditor Hugh Dorian, Franklin County Sheriff Zachary Scott, Columbus Police Chief Steve Gamble, all of our distinguished officials and guests, Local 67 President, Battalion Chief Jack Reel, our friends, our fire family members, thank you so much for your presence here today and participation in our ceremony. And I thank you for your attention as I address the graduating class. To the recruits, today we honor you for leaping over the bar to take on the challenges of being a firefighter. You have trained hard in the classroom and in the field, learning how to respond to emergencies, extinguish fires, contain hazardous materials, and save lives. The classroom work challenged your mind, while the skill training was physically demanding. It wasn't easy, but neither is the job. But it is with a tremendous amount of pride that I say you have received some of the best training available in the country. And because of that training and your experiences here, you will be singled out as leaders at the fire department and in your community because you answered the call. Now, this is a call for which we all as firefighters are willing to die for, but not all as firefighters will be willing to live for. Even among the best of us, we will find those who will at times will stray down the wrong path. But remember this quote, wisdom is knowing the right path to take, but integrity is taking it. Don't throw all of your hard work and pride away for a moment's gratification or advantage. Many have. Choose that path that brings honor to your department, to your family, and to this noble profession. Remember that you will be judged by your actions. In all situations, strive to give your best impartially, fairly, and with integrity. You are members of your community, members who realize that sometimes there is a duty that needs to be done that is not easy to do. You have accepted a daunting responsibility that few understand, but from which all benefit. You have decided to give the ultimate sacrifice by putting your lives on the line for the greater good, a sacrifice few are willing to give, but many appreciate. Joining us today are your families and friends, proud parents, supportive spouses, and admiring children. They have provided you with the foundation that has led you to this ceremony and will continue to be reminders of why you have answered the call. Remember, they are your greatest asset. Finally, in 1908, Edward F. Croker, the chief of the Fire Department of New York, said, "Firefighting is a hazardous occupation. The risks are plain. Consequently, when a man becomes a fireman, his greatest act of bravery has already been accomplished." I encourage you to finish what you have started. Continue to be brave, for the bar is set high and will remain high. Continually serve, continually perform, and continually maintain the courage to act. Go forward recognizing the importance of fulfilling your obligation to community service. Measure your success by how much you give and not by how much you receive. And although not every day will provide you with the opportunity to save a life, rest assured that every day will provide you with an opportunity to affect one. I hope that each one of you has a long and successful career. I congratulate you all on your achievement and wish you well for the future. May God bless you and go with you in the sacrifice of your service. And may God bless the Columbus Division of Fire. Thank you.
Congratulations, family and loved ones of the graduating class of 06-27-11. You have accomplished your job of being a support system for your loved one, the recruit. I've challenged you at family night 31 weeks ago that it would take an entire family's effort to see your recruit through to the end today. Job well done. For you here viewing this graduation, I'd like to share some numbers with you. This class started 7 months ago, 32 weeks, 32 long weeks ago. That translated to 151 days of intense instruction and physical demands. We broke it down even further. That is 1,208 hours, or 72,480 minutes, or, and most frightening, 4,348,800 seconds. These recruits have been subjected to daily physical training, roughly 250 miles of running, thousands of push-ups, pull-ups, leg lifts, rope climbing, and the worst of all, Assistant Chief David Walton's workouts. Altogether, these workouts resulted in an accumulated loss of 314 pounds of recruit chubbiness. Academically, the recruits are given a stack of books. That stack of books measured 20 inches high. That's 700,000 words, or 4,000 pages of material to consume and retain. The recruits graduate with certificates in State of Ohio Firefighter 2, National Registry EMTB, State Certification in Fire Inspection, 2 levels of Hazardous Material Certification, and 2 levels of National Incident Management Certification. The recruits have mastered 29 tests, an equal amount of quizzes, hands-on practical on all 3 phases of the disciplines that they were here to learn. This was accomplished with their work here and with individual home study of no less than 2 hours a day and on weekends. A recruit's success here is a significant accomplishment, but their accomplishment was not limited to this academy. These recruits were asked to get involved in the community. That is, after all, what we as firefighters are all about. This group of men and women have logged 630 hours of community service. Yes, that does probably get an applause. They have volunteered with Toys for Kids, Charity Newsies, walks and runs for various charities, and many more. Firefighter Tony Coop, please stand. When I made my challenge to the recruits this past August, Tony had already committed 144 hours of volunteer service to the Gilley 50+ Recreation Center. Thank you, Tony, for your commitment to this community. I now would like to thank the folks that drive this program and ensure its success. When I call your name, please stand. Lieutenant Steve Robertson, Lieutenant Mark Maddox, Firefighter Henry Sexton, Firefighter Kirk Kriego, Firefighter Andrew Schilling, Firefighter Don Barlow, Firefighter Jim Kraniak, Firefighter Kevin Sheets, Firefighter Stephen Sigwart. Graduating class, please join me and stand and applaud these instructors' fine work. Special thanks to the Division Bureau Chiefs and Staffs. Recruit training leans heavily on your support for materials and additional staffing to accomplish our goals. Thank you. Training Assistant Chief O'Connor and Chief Babb, thank you for your patience and support. Training Secretary Geneva Bourne, wherever you're at, thank you. Thank you, Local 67, Chief Reel, for all you do to help with the recruits and commitment to us in training. Lastly, to you, not recruit firefighters, but firefighters. I'm sure you've already enjoyed the benefits of this chosen profession. The looks of admiration from a neighbor kid who sees you in uniform, or the pat on the back with the words from strangers who sees the firefighter sticker on your vehicle and says, thanks for all you do. Those commitments of appreciation were earned by sweat, blood, and tears of a generation of firefighters before you. Some of those firefighters who have retired are here today in attendance to see you, the next generation, go forward. Please do your best to earn this community's respect of firefighters for future generations. Thank you. And now the presentation of certificates and badges by Fire Chief Pettis, Mayor Coleman, Director Brown, Council President Ginther. Nathan Allwine. Richard Aerosmith Jr. Brett Baylog. Christopher Batt. Joshua Bishop. Joshua Bream. Joshua Brown. Justin Butcher. Christopher Butts. Robert Carpenter. Jacob Castle. Gary Childers. Chad Conaway. William Cooperrider. Montel Coop. Adam Deskins. Edgar Edwards. Jacob Farrell. Mindy Feldheim. Daniel Philbrun. Jonathan Frederick. Timothy Gall. Wesley Hicks. Scott Highfill. Brent Hiles. Morris Hill. Joshua Jarman. Daryl Jordan II. Shane Karp. Thomas Kelly. Kevin Lang. Justin Lown. Zach McGee. Joshua McGee. Jennifer Miller. Brian Mitchell. Frederick Moan III. Michael Neely. David Rogers. Michael Rosenberg. Luke Ruoff. Zachary Som. Carrie Schaefer. James Shannon. Roman Schneider. Aaron Sims. Jonathan Singleton. Alan Smith. Matthew Snyder. Brandon Solar. Joseph Spann. Trent Spellman. Joshua Storr. Benjamin Strawn. Clint Sykes. Robert Six. Aaron Viney. Benjamin Weimer. John Weisenbarger. Matthew Yates. Ryan Utzi. And now, spokesperson Christopher Butts.
On behalf of the class of June 27th, 2011, we welcome you and thank you for being here and showing your support for those of us who have worked so hard over the last 32 weeks. Special thanks to Mayor Coleman, Safety Director Mitchell Brown, Fire Chief Ned Pettis Jr., and honored guests. On a warm June morning, what seemed so long ago, we stood together for the first time at roll call. Since that time, after 10 weeks of EMT, 10 weeks of Firefighter 240, 2 long weeks of building inspector, and 10 weeks of division operations, I don't think a day has gone by where we didn't think or talk about today, this moment right now. But before we walk out through those doors, I think there's some things that we need to remember. Let us not forget the great sacrifices our families and friends have made and the support that they have given us over the last 32 weeks to pursue our dreams to be Columbus firefighters. Many recruits gave up jobs, many moved away from their hometowns, many moved away from their families. We spent long hours into the night and on weekends studying. Long gone were those crazy Friday nights with friends and those lazy Sunday afternoons watching football. Instead, as you know, we had our noses stuck in countless textbooks and manuals. Let there be no doubt, the training we received at this academy was difficult, but it was difficult for a reason. We are signing up for a wonderful profession, an honorable profession, but it is a dangerous profession. The skills and the training that we learned at this academy very well could be used to save someone's life. It could be the life of somebody in the public, it could be a fellow firefighter, or it could be our very own life. Let us not forget the great responsibility that we have to the citizens of Columbus, the citizens who came out on Election Day and overwhelmingly voiced their support by defeating Issue 2 and repealing Senate Bill 5. Let us not forget the many company instructors that dedicated their time to come here, not only to teach us, but to inspire us with their passion for their job. They stood by us every step of the way, whether it was with Red Company, 90 Degrees, doing Saving Your Own at Greenlawn, or more recently, on the coldest day so far that we've had this year, with Blue Company, doing night operations where they were completely covered in ice. But what one thing are we going to think about when we look back on the last 32 weeks? That's simple, and I know I'm going to speak on behalf of everyone here. It's going to be Chief Walton's workout. Now, for those of you who don't know what Chief Walton's workout is, don't bother trying to Google it, because I'm pretty sure it's illegal in most states. But our very own Chief Walton was nice enough to share a workout that he created, that he does every day since he's been on company, to share it with the recruits. And what it consists of, a number of different stations, basic exercises. Let me give you the visual of why this is what we will never forget. One of the stations, jumping jacks. Hey, jumping jacks are great. Little kids do jumping jacks. I can do jumping jacks. You do Chief Walton's workout, you're looking at 300 jumping jacks. So, first 100 jumping jacks, we look great. We're in sync. Everybody's in cadence. Our voice is echoing off the buildings. It's a thing of beauty. The next 100 jumping jacks, okay, we're starting to lose a few people. Legs are getting jello, a little noodly. Still sounding okay. That last 100 jumping jacks, and everyone here's smiling because they've got that burned. We look awful. We look at jumping jacks, people are flailing around, no longer in sync, and nobody's even counting anymore. But then, the very last time we did Chief Walton's workout, we figured it out. They've been videotaping us this whole time. And they're going to send it into America's Funniest Home Videos, so whichever instructor drives a new car next month, we're going to know it's you. As we come to the end of this journey, let's remember this journey wasn't just 32 weeks, it's 5.5 years. We took the test the summer of 2006. I think that says something a lot. This says a lot about our class and the passion we have for the job. Do you remember when we got that envelope from the city of Columbus last year? Remember how we felt when we opened it up, found out that we had been accepted to the academy? Remember that passion. I hope that we all still feel that passion every day when we drive to work. Time and time again, I've been told that the fire department is just one big family. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know what that meant. But now, I do understand. We no longer look at each other as fellow recruits. We look at each other as brother and sisters. Now, I've also realized that I'm the only thing keeping everyone from lunch, and I can tell everybody's hungry, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of wrap things up real quick. I want to wrap things up the same way that we wrapped up every Friday at dismissal. Our very own Lieutenant Maddox would give us a couple little pieces, the same pieces of advice every single time, and it kind of means something to us. He'd say, listen up, real quick. Don't do anything stupid. Keep studying. And if you get hemmed up, call on your brothers and sisters. So as we walk out those doors today, I hope nobody gets hemmed up. But if we do, let's call on each other. Let's help each other out. Thank you. God bless.
Please stand and remain standing for the benediction and exit of graduating firefighters. That's you.
That's me.
Firefighters, attention!
Let's pray together. Heavenly Father, as these firefighters go forth to serve, and they put on the badges today, those badges are shining, they're bright. May not one of these firefighters ever do anything to tarnish not only his or her badge, but the image of the whole Division of Fire. For truly they are family committed to making life safer and more meaningful for all of us who look to them as they would respond to us any time we made a call. Not asking what they can do, just simply asking where we are, and they're on the way. And, O Lord, as each one goes forth to serve on the duty, may that individual and the family not forget three wonderful words. Wonderful words, I love you. May those be the words that they remember as they go forth for their time of duty, and words which will keep them connected until once again the family and the firefighter are united. So we claim your blessing upon them as they become a blessing for you, serving in an unselfish, committed way to make life better for others. All in the name of the Master. Amen.
Lefty, right, left. Left, right, left. Lefty, right, left. Left, right, right, left, right, left. Left, right, right, left, right, left. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. Left, right, left.
This concludes our ceremony. Thank you for attending.